Welcome to another video. It's been a while. It has been a while. And a lot's happened. So I'm just going to do a quick catch you up on life video because a lot has happened. I have been thinking about how to best go over everything that's happened without talking for like an hour. So I'll give the short versions and then maybe later I can go into more detail if you want. So let's go back real quick to the end of January. My sister Rebecca had her baby. I'll put some pictures up. His name is David. He is so precious, so sweet. Just such a good baby. 2 weeks after she had him, she got this major pain in her leg. Series of events, ended up in the emergency room, found out she did have blood clots. So that was scary. There was a lot that happened. She had to have a thrombectomy where they go into the vein and remove the blood clots. Some of the blood clots had been there so long that they had lost all of their blood and had turned to scar tissue. So the doctor thinks that when she got pregnant, she started clotting and she was just super active and worked out all the time that she didn't know. So she was on blood thinners, had the thrombectomy, and then they were trying to level out her numbers to send her home on blood thinners. But her numbers weren't rising like they were supposed to. And then a few days after her thrombectomy, she noticed 2 red spots on her thigh, which, if you know about blood clots, red spots are an indicator of clots. So she's on blood thinners. She has been for several days at this point. She had a thrombectomy to remove the clots, and now she has signs of clots. So they do another scan, and she has clots again. So they do another thrombectomy, change her medicine, and it was a full week that she was in the hospital before everything was under control and she was able to come home. Turns out she has a structural issue going on. It's called May-Thurner syndrome, where 2 of your veins compress on each other, restricting blood flow, causing clots. So during the second thrombectomy, they put in a stent to help keep that vein open so the blood can pass through like it should. This syndrome can either be a birth defect or it can be caused by some sort of like injury or like traumatic situation that happens, like for pregnancy. So she was tested for other blood disorders and stuff. Those results haven't come in yet, but I mean, she was pregnant. So right now we're just going with it was pregnancy that caused this to happen. She's done lots of reading about stuff though with blood work that's coming back. So who knows? It's just been crazy. My sister's doing fine. She's back to, it took her like 2 weeks, a week and a half, 2 weeks to really be able to walk and do the things. So she's back to like all of the normal, doing breakfast for the girls and everything, which I was doing for a couple of weeks, getting Genevieve in and out of the crib. She can do all that now. So I am back to figuring out my life and videos and just stepping in and helping with whatever they need. A lot of God moments, though, have happened throughout this whole situation. Maybe we'll start a podcast and talk about all of that. But that's update number 1 and 2, I guess. David was born, and my sister was in the hospital for a week with major blood clots. She also had a few clots that had gone to her lungs too. So it's just a miracle that she is still with us. Several years ago now, our mom was diagnosed with brain cancer, and we can talk about that another time, maybe on a podcast. But she lived about twice as long as the doctors expected her to. And she did pass away in 2019. So September will be 4 years since she passed away. It's a very long time, considering. I haven't checked recently, but the stats for a husband losing his spouse is like marrying within a year after their spouse dies. So we made it 3.5 years before Dad found somebody, and that happened over Christmas. So over Christmas, our dad went up to visit family where all of our family's at, and his brother introduced him to a neighbor lady, and they hit it off very well, and they are engaged. So we knew once he said, hey, I met this lady, I really like her, all that stuff, we knew that things were going to move pretty quickly because he's not getting any younger. So she doesn't live in our area, so he's going to retire, he's going to move, but all that's happening very quickly. So during my sister's hospital stay, was it during? I think it was during. Maybe it was before she went in. I don't remember. Right around that whole time, they got engaged. He decided, I am going to officially retire so we can get married, I can move, I can, start this next chapter of life. So things have just changed very, very drastically in the last couple of weeks. I think all for the better. I think it will be a very good thing. And I am excited for them. It's just, a lot to process in a short time. So my dad was a worship pastor, and his last Sunday was this past week. They are doing his retirement celebration this weekend. So my sister, who lives here, we're going back to, I guess, our hometown for his retirement celebration this weekend. And then next weekend is the wedding. So a lot happening these next couple of weekends. So with him retiring and moving, our childhood home is on the market, which is weird. It's weird. I am very thankful that he has Gail, his fiance, because she has helped him clean out the house. My mom kept everything. So they have spent hours and hours and hours going through stuff that my mom felt was important to keep. So they got everything mostly cleared out. He's done. He's done. He doesn't live there anymore. So it's just a lot of change, a lot of good change. I think all of it is positive and moving towards good things, happy things, you know. It's just weird. It's just weird. I did not grow up ever thinking about what life would look like if one of my parents died. I know there are some people who do live that way, but it's not something that I've done. And even like after my mom passed away, like I wanted my dad to find someone and to, you know, retire and move somewhere and just like do something different. But I didn't have like a plan in my mind necessarily of what that would look like. So it's weird, but it's exciting. It's exciting. So that's one of the big updates there. So I'll have a video of like a house tour of our childhood home. Because we lived there for 20 years. It'll be 21 years this summer. So like that's the majority of my life. And then I guess the wedding, at least some of it, like family being together. I don't know what I'll film for that, but it's exciting. So here's the carrots. Look at these. These are the rainbow carrots. These are the scarlet carrots. Not quite as many sprouts, but it also doesn't get sun like the others do. So I might need to move that. But look at the tomatoes and this giant weed. There's the tomatoes. It looks so good. And look at this. These are my turnips. Look. I'm so excited. But when do I know when to pick these? That I do not know. But 1, 2, 3, 3 giant turnips, lettuce, 2 pretty big lettuces, and you guys, the most exciting part. Look at these beans. I am floored. They need water. But look at these vines. I don't even know what to say. Not a single bean. But look at these vines. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Also, I can smell the jasmine so strong. Oh my goodness. Okay. Then over here, we have spinach. Look at the spinach. A couple little insect bites, but look at that. And a broccoli. Look at that. Oh my. I also have a sweet pepper. Ooh, that might be a plant. What did I put there? No cauliflower made it, but that's okay. The cabbage didn't make it. Also okay. But look, I have a garden. Happy March. Hope your February was less eventful than ours was. And look forward to all the fun things that are going to be coming, because there's a lot. Oh, and let me know, should my sisters and I start a podcast and talk about life all the things. And give me name suggestions as well. All right, see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. See ya.